Michael, the news just continues for Xbox, and not in the best light at all. Is bringing Dune Awakening to Xbox Series S will be a challenge, according to Funcom Chief Product Officer. This is not cool, man. Connor McCarr over BG247 tells us all about it. Off all the upcoming big MMOs coming up in the near future, Dune Awakening appears to be one of the most graphically intensive. In addition, with emphasis on server meshing, as well as the vast open desert hosting vast PvP battles, it's set up to be a real looker. This is great news for those of us with powerful rigs, but it also means a lot of time is going into making sure the games work on hardware of various levels of power. Enter the Xbox Series S, which the game is still set to release alongside the PlayStation 5 and PC, and that is a challenge according to the Chief Product Officer Scott Jr. Quote, so it's one of the reasons we're coming up on PC first. This is the thing I noticed too. They're coming up on early access PC release and nothing else. Why? The S, Michael. There's a lot of optimizations we need to do before we release on the Xbox. But yeah, Xbox Series S is a challenge, end quote. Junior states in an interview with Gamescom 2024 late last month. Junior also provided insight into what some of the focus has been during ongoing closed beta tests, and stated that a lot of the time has already been spent making sure the game runs in all manners of machines with different hardware specs. Dude, I always thought PC would be like the most challenging because you have high-end PCs and then you've got like things that work Excel. So like it's just such a range of PCs that it's hard to keep up with. Xbox has this confusing thing of 2 SKUs. PlayStation has 1.
Yeah.
Right? This is how it goes, man. Quote, Unreal does a lot of work for us in some ways. What we're more doing is optimization of assets and using various technologies, be it FSR or something else to replicate frames. We want the game to look stunning on high end, whether you have a 3070 or a 4090. He's talking about the graphics card if you're not following along with the RTX stuff. But we also want it to look good. I don't think we've released our min spec yet, but you'll know powerful cards from a few years ago should be able to run the game. It should look good. It won't be able to leverage the ultra spec options, but it'll still look nice, end quote. However, given the ambitious level of the scale the game is going for, we asked Junior if it still demand a lot from lower spec machines, even with all the work done on optimization. His response was optimistic. Quote, yeah, it does. but it will still perform well on hardware that's years and years old. We'll be able to do it, end quote. If you're looking to get Dune Awakening and test out the game for yourself, Junior stated that an intake of new players will increase considerably over the coming months. Dude, I'm hoping that is us. This game looks incredible. I've been following it for a long time. If you don't know who Funcom is, this is the team that brought us Conan the Barbarian series, where you can go in, craft, build, all kinds of sorts of things, right? Survival elements. Now they're getting into the Dune Awakening series, whole spin-off, what we're used to from following the films. Very, very cool. I went behind closed doors, got to check out about an hour of the game. Man, I came away going, I can't wait to play this. I love the crafting survival element. That is such a me genre to get sucked into that world. And then you bring in Dune as well. Oh man, I have so many things I want to talk about. Wow, dude. But again, hardware becomes the biggest problem. Will this run on the S, or are we gonna get it just, hey, you know what? We're skipping the S altogether, Michael.
It feels like we just need one of those games to sort of pull the trigger, right? And just say, you can't play this stuff on the S. We'll give it to you on the X. We'll give it to you on PlayStation, obviously. But the S is just off limits. And I don't know if this is going to be that game. It feels like every studio we talk about is potentially just tiptoeing around that. Like, yeah, we'll get it to work for the S. It'll be curious, right? Because, again, this can't be another game that you lose with your Xbox, right? You've got to come to some compromise. As you said, you were hyped on this game. You bet on the train. When I saw the trailer at Gamescom, got me hyped for this game. Wanted to check it out. But this sounds like another one of those games I just want to put on a console, right? I just want to pop it in and go. I'm a big fan, especially of games that are very hardware intensive. I have a higher end rig, but sometimes I can't play on ultra. Sometimes I can't play on high, and I don't want to be in this menu saying, all right, do I need to turn off shadows? Do I need to turn off water? Do I need to turn the... I just want to Except for console, I can plug it in. I can start playing right away. I don't need to spend 30 minutes in the settings making sure it's not going to crash my computer. But now all of a sudden, it's like, is this game even going to come out to my Xbox? Is it going to even look good on my Xbox if that's the case? So I just want a studio at this point, just pull the trigger and say, look, we're going to release this if you have an X. Go out and find an X. We're sorry if you have an S. We're sorry if you wanted to go that route. The S just simply does not work. The cheaper price tag, unfortunately, coming back to bite you. Hopefully somebody does that, because we keep talking about this on the show, off the show, when we're just talking about stories. Xbox is shooting themselves in the foot. And I'll be honest, I say this in a little bit of jest, Drew. I just start wondering, if I'm an Xbox player, when GTA comes to console, are we going to even get GTA on the Xbox? Is GTA going to say, sorry, the S can't run it? Like, it really is these big titles. I'm starting to get concerned as an Xbox fan. Every new big title is going to say, yeah, the S can't run it. We're indefinitely delayed. Sorry, maybe the Gen 6 Xbox run it. I'm starting to get concerned as an Xbox fan. More and more games are going to be unplayable for me.
And that's something I never thought we'd ever have to actually worry about, right? Because when you have two competitors like Xbox and PlayStation, they go head to head. Always competition is good. I think that's the biggest thing. Competition is great because of that. It makes everybody step up their game for the next round, right? Here we go. I think now Xbox needs to really consider, hey, maybe we should launch our next Xbox sooner than later, because we are falling behind. They are falling way behind as games continue to struggle to make it to their platform. Do we get that? Probably not, right? There's rumors of the Xbox handheld. That is not going to be the shining moment, I think, to save Xbox. I think they need something that's going to really step it up. Hey, this is the most powerful console, and it's just one